We're back in the bathroom here, and we're changing out this light fixture. And of course, the new one that I bought has only like a 4-inch circular mount, and this one had a probably 18-inch long rectangular mount. So behind that was a rectangular hole, and we filled that up with drywall mud, and he's got a little bit of mud on there. And normally we would patch that with a piece of drywall cut out, but we don't have any here. So now he's using some drywall tape, paper tape, and just putting that over, and then gonna kind of, what's it called? Like fading it in. What's the term?
Floating it?
He's gonna float it. It's called floating, kind of float it in. Sorry about the light. That's the best I can do with the other light, just sort of hanging there right now to give us light in this room while we're working until we can get this done. So what he'll do, floating this in and out, is he'll sort of mound it a little more through the center and sort of fade it out on the edges, and then come back in a minute and do it again and go a little farther out and a little farther out until eventually it just blends in so that you don't come upon just a hump of drywall mud. And we'll also sand this down a little and then prime it before we paint this area. And this is not, depending on the type of drywall that you have, I think, did you mix this from a powder?
Yeah, you got 20-minute mud, you got 45-minute mud, and then you got some mud that's going to take you all day to dry.
Now, of course, we've got the all-day dry mud here. We were at Lowe's at 6 o'clock this morning, or 7 o'clock this morning. No, 6 something. Early this morning, but we didn't know that I was going to end up buying a new light and that we were going to get home with it and hit this. But you know, ain't nothing.
So once this dries, we're going to hit it again. We're going to bed it out a little bit further, and we'll be done.
Yeah, we'll do another little video on that, but I'll get it kind of close. See that piece of paper tape in there? I'm guessing that some of the moisture from the mud will, you know, get in with the fibers of the paper, and it'll all become one little happy thing there, and then we'll spread that out more as we go. So I'll add the next video when he comes in to float that out a little bit better and add it to this one. Alright, hey y'all, I'm back in the bathroom area. You can see the light there in our patch, and just because of time, we've already went and painted this area in from the purple to the yellow all around where the patch was at. And now he's gonna float it out a little bit more, and we'll let you see that part. So here's how you would do that. He's got a good bit of the mud mixed on there. This is the same mud that we were using before. We just have it in a 5-gallon bucket that has a lid so that it didn't dry out in the meantime. So now you just come right back over the area that was patched before. Like I said, we have to have that light on. I apologize that it makes everything else dark, but that's autofocus for you. But see how he's going over the same area again, but coming out a little wider and a little larger this time. So where common sense would tell you, hey, you want your repaired area to get smaller and smaller till it disappears, it's actually the opposite of that when you're working with the drywall compound, because you're wanting to spread it out thinner and thinner and thinner and make it not have like an exact demarcation line anywhere. So after this dries, I'm sure, will we do one more coat after this?
Well, we'll sand it down, and if we see any holidays in it, then of course we'll try to go over it. But once it dries, we'll sand it, primer it, and blend it in with the other paint.
Yep, and that should do pretty well. So you can see where it's a little bit wider of a patch than it was. See if I can focus in on it a little bit wider of a patch than it was in the last video. But the walls, we just painted up to it all around it to where when we sand and primer next, we can just put the other yellow paint on there, give that a couple hours to dry, and boom, we'll be ready to install the other light fixture. Okay, now we're doing the final sanding. This will be to get it all leveled off, get any little rough edges off and things like that, and get it evened out. and then it will be painted yellow and you will never know whatever happened. So that's it.